Postpartum depression is not the first 6 weeks. It's not the first 8 weeks. It's not the first 3 months. For me, it lasted more than 3 years because it's almost like it was a trauma that inflicted. And then I had this PTSD, postpartum depression almost. And it just stayed there, and it was like a cloud that thickened and thinned, and it thickened and thinned. It just kind of never went away.
I agree with her 120%. I don't think that it ever goes away. I think it just minimizes itself, but then I also believe that we find new ways to navigate it and to cope with it. And you find your tools and you just go into your toolbox whenever you need it. So it's interesting, and I think everybody kind of deals with it differently. I know for me, it was for several years after I had given birth. I was just going through this experience, and I wasn't quite sure what it was, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. I just knew things weren't the same. And I would wear this orange scarf on my head, and I'm smiling because my husband was like, I hated that orange scarf. And I just didn't care about my appearance, right? I was just very much not myself. I felt like I lost myself in this whole experience of becoming a mother. I would sit in my room and it would be very, very dark. I would just, kind of float through life. So I was very functional. I would make sure, kids were up, kids were fed, things to that effect. But I was very much just kind of going through the motions, so to speak. And so I don't think that this looks like any one thing. I think it looks individualized to different people, and it can happen through any time up to age 8.